Hello everyone, my name is Siddharth and welcome to the second podcast of Frame 19 Films where we love movies.
And we talk about them because why not?
And we study them also.
So, first of all, I would like to introduce my panelists.
Why now? Come on. क्या है?
It's only the second one, so
चलो, yeah.
let's begin.
Hello, my name is Feroz.
Ratan here.
Shivangi.
And let's get to it.
So, yeah, today I thought we would do something different, which by different I mean one of the oldest formats of cinema that we can talk about. Sports movies, and very specifically insider sports movies. And if you can see the quote behind me, right behind me, you might have guessed what sport it is.
Oh yeah, we're talking about boxing movies today.
Hey.
Are you excited?
Yeah,
yes, we are. So yes.
So I would like to begin first by asking a series of questions. Let's do this in this way.
Sure.
Favorite boxing movies? Huh? Let's begin from Feroz.
Million Dollar Baby would be one of the most, yeah,
Director Clint Eastwood,
Yeah.
huh? Legendary director.
yes, amazing dialogues, particularly. It was very nice.
What do you think? What made you think about Million Dollar Baby?
Usually, boxing movies are dealt with underdog stories, and I really like the actor's part in this movie, and it was very engaging as far as I know. I like the ending as well. So it was
For
nice.
those who don't know, the lead actor is Hilary Swank,
Yep.
who was a rising star back then.
Yep.
But
Mentored by the great director come actor Clint Eastwood. And that too, background narration by none other than Morgan Freeman.
Yes, one of the best supporting actors.
Ever.
I will say this though. There is something very different about Million Dollar Baby, and it's very structured.
Yes.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
right? Because Million Dollar Baby, half of the movie isn't even a fighting movie.
Yep.
He
Right?
dealt about emotional.
Spoiler alert.
It won an Oscar award. Best picture.
Spoiler.
It's the ambulance.
Yeah, exactly. Tension. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so half the movie is not even a fighting movie.
Yeah.
And for those, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it by now, I think, that's on you. It's not on us. But yeah, so you realize the best scene in the movie when she fights the
Yeah.
woman who is heavier than her
Yeah.
and she
Basically
breaks.
a
She's an underdog completely.
Yeah,
And,
and
I like the determination what she has been showing from past. So starting to the end, it was nice.
The loyalty which she showed towards,
Though being 31 and
Yeah.
fighting to it was
and
nice.
even the coach.
that is the important part because
She was she got offers, but she rejected. And there was a particular scene telling that, you can give me anything, so
Yeah.
you can just move her. And Morgan Freeman was actually giving a side, piece narration of telling ki,
amazing.
she liked knocking out in the first round itself. So that gave a lot of, a clarity of what her personality was and the loyalty showed.
for me, I think the movie it actually showed, most sports films have, there is this relationship that the coaches and the
partnership.
mentors and the partnership.
Partnership.
This movie, I think, really established to me how deep of a connection that is. Because
It
if
goes
you-
to very great levels. I
it
believe,
grows
because-
to great lengths. Even after
It was
she...
parallel.
Yeah.
Because after the last fight scene, there's like 45 minutes still left. And I was wondering when I was first watching the movie, like, आगे क्या होगा? क्या दिखाओगे तुम? It was like that.
End of the story.
But yeah, but it didn't show boxing. It showed a relation. It
Yeah.
showed a growth.
That's what.
When it's not just what happens in the ring, or
Yeah.
it's outside the ring what they showed.
Yeah,
It's
beyond
about
the
life.
story.
You keep
about-
fighting all your life,
Yeah,
Exactly.
talking about that, many boxing movies which you're going to talk about,
Yes.
talks about this struggle, about this.
Ratan, I do want to ask you this. Isn't it ironic that, good fighting movies, good boxing movies, it's not about the boxing in there.
Yeah, it's about proving something
about
to
this
society or proving something yourself.
Yeah.
Just like Rocky.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, very good choice as obviously chosen. So, let's move on to Ratan's favorite boxing movie. Huh?
Okay, I don't personally watch the sport boxing much.
No.
I just beat up people. So, but I do watch. I watch some, not many. I can say an average number of boxing movies. And personally, recently I saw actually Million Dollar Baby, and personally it was beautiful. But there are a lot of movies which I still want to talk about, like starting up with the original Rocky.
Right.
The original Rocky, I already read a lot of facts about it and all that. It was a movie made on a very very low budget, and I was surprised. Even the writer itself was the great actor Sylvester Stallone, and it shows the determination, and it all shows. And the movie I liked it about. It was about an underdog boxer trying to become something in life. There's this mentioned a lot in the movie that we are bums. All of us who don't do anything, get a job or something, we are bums. That we don't do anything in life. And he's trying to prove, not to everyone else, just to prove to himself that I'm not a bum.
Yeah.
I'm something. I'm a boxer. This is my profession. I made something out of myself. This is my career, and I'm proud of it.
And that points to the greater theme in the entire movie.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not about the fighting again.
Yes.
It's not. It's about your determination to overcome
Yeah.
your
To
status.
proving point.
Which tells about the
to
sport.
proving not just people but yourself that you can do something, you can become something if you have the.
It's a very working class ideal.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, that holds true in everything. If you are determined about anything which you want to do,
Yeah.
you just have to believe in yourself and just keep doing it.
It is work. That's all.
Yeah. And not to forget some of one of the best scores in movie history.
Oh,
Who can forget while he's running up
while
to
he's running to the Philadelphia Museum of Art.
the Museum of
Damn,
Art, the steps.
that step. I think
Yeah.
Rocky has made it like the training scene, especially.
Yeah. The
That
montage. Yeah, that scene has been revolutionized by Rocky.
Yes.
The montage, the training montage.
Who knew a guy just running, jogging early morning and just doing push-ups and all would become just fast edits and all, which become such a trend.
Yeah.
Everything.
Trendsetter.
Yeah, a trendsetter. Everywhere you look, any sports movie nowadays, it's like compulsory that there will be a training montage. It's like we have to show the effort which they have done
Yeah.
in
In a few seconds.
In a few
It's
seconds
just
and all.
over like
And
that.
there has to be really catchy
It just
music in
makes
the back.
people engage
Pumped
into
up.
the
Yeah,
Pumps
you
up
just
the.
have to
It just
listen.
makes them
Yeah.
engage.
Yeah, all of you go to the gym and all. You must be listening to Rocky's background score a lot, I believe. So yeah.
Any music for that matter, they just listen and they work out.
Guys,
Yeah.
we could talk about Rocky for like
Yeah.
hours.
And this is just the
hours.
first one we're talking about. There's 7 more.
There are many more parts to talk about.
Yeah, the first one.
Siddharth, your
I,
best movie so
well,
far.
mine is a close second. I would say that it is a part of the Rocky universe, but it is not exactly. Well, I have a two-sider basically. One movie which I'm going to share is not exactly a boxing movie, but it's about a boxer. He's a born boxer, and the other one is a boxing movie and it's directed to perfection. I think at least.
Okay.
And my favorite boxing movie is Creed.
Creed, the 2015 Creed.
Yes,
I haven't checked that out
2015
yet.
Creed actually. There is a reason. There is a reason I love Creed so much is because first of all, the director of Creed is Ryan Coogler. Has directed Fruitvale Station, which is also
I have
an
checked.
excellent movie,
Beautiful
by the way. But what I loved about Creed is it was not what you call a cash grab. It was not a sequel. It was a new story. See, the thing is, Rocky, its entire premise, the original Rocky, its entire premise was to make something of yourself, not to ride the shoulders of others. Right.
Yeah.
But that's kind of hard to do when you borrow your entire universe from
The original.
the original.
Original.
Creed did that. It tried to be its own. Even the themes inside the movie, all the racial inequality, all of the harassment that the boy goes through because his father is such a great boxer.
Yeah.
You know,
Apollo Creed.
Apollo Creed, right?
Yeah.
It was a very wonderful twist for me. So yeah, I think Creed is an excellent film.
We should check it out. I personally haven't, so
Even you guys. So
yeah, we'll see together.
So what about you, Shivangi? What do you think is a good boxing movie?
So, not like Rocky, but something to Million Dollar Baby. It's about a girl, a female boxer. But it's not exactly a female boxer because she actually.
So what is
tried-
the name of the
What
movie?
the more? The suspense is killing me.
It is like a
I
horror
was
movie.
like, I was like, let's just tell the story first and then let's
Alright,
go for the
You
name.
keep us guessing. huh?
Okay, so the name of the movie is Girl Fight.
Right.
Okay, so this is actually
The one with the Fast and Furious car.
yeah, Shivangi.
Michelle Rodriguez. Wow.
She is one good actor.
She's a very good actress.
She's a very dynamic actor. as far as
Yeah,
I know.
you know, she
Very
gets
dynamic.
into the character and just pulls it
Perfect
in.
role for that.
Yeah. So it's basically about a struggling girl to find her own identity, with a troublesome family background, and basically American suburbs story.
The title says a lot. Girl fight.
Yeah. Basically, the title itself gives you out a lot.
I believe it's directed by Karen Kusama.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I found one of this common thing in all these boxing
Exactly. Even I was
movies.
about to talk about that.
That common
Same
thing,
here, actually.
yeah, that proving something to yourself,
Yeah.
and through the art form of boxing, that कि मैं कुछ हूँ. That's a very common fact in all these
Yeah.
movies which talk. The genre is actually
Yeah.
sports and talking about boxing. This is one common thing.
This thing, even in Million Dollar Baby, in the starting part of the movie, while the narration was going
Yeah.
on, he actually explains this part on why basically boxing is basically proving not just to people but yourself,
To yourself.
becoming a better yourself.
It's a
And
very
basically,
consistent theme in
Yeah.
And it
boxing
even
movies.
talks about, we didn't talk about Ali and Tyson.
Yeah.
Ali,
yeah.
And these are biopics that
Yeah,
talk about.
biopics.
I think,
Important.
yeah.
Ali is not exactly. It's not a
It's not a
perfect biopic.
Yeah, you
but
can say that.
yeah, there are
Will
several.
Smith.
Will Smith, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
A hardcore
It
cast.
talks about underdog story and it even brings out the social element of
Yeah.
that thing. Social,
Because if you
differences.
remember, Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay,
Yeah.
was a very anti-war person. He really, if you wanted to fight him, you had to fight him in the ring.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you were opposed, you're opposed to him, not some standing 6,000 miles away in a forest or something like that. And he stayed like that till the end of his life. Ali always was like that. Here's a question I wanted to ask you guys. Since we are discussing film theory, we are judging all these sports films based on their technical attributes and their characters.
Yes.
Let's be sure about that. The characters are the most important part of the movie, yes.
Yeah.
But since you call it a boxing movie, is it necessary to have the actual fighting be technically apt in it, or
That's a question.
how do
If-
how do you judge a boxing movie? Like,
Okay, if a boxing movie does not have boxing in it,
Yeah.
it just becomes an action
It
movie.
just becomes a.
no, but still, like we're saying, Rocky didn't have that much fighting in it. Even Million Dollar Baby, half the movie didn't have fighting.
No,
Two fights.
it circles around the ring of boxing.
The theme of the movie is boxing.
The theme might be proving something to yourself or someone else.
Yeah.
But it is how do you prove it?
Yeah.
You prove it by
The transition happens.
yeah,
because of
the change. From here, I go from A to B. I go and I go through that by becoming a professional in this particular sport.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, it's like that. You become a world champion like that.
See, the way I see it is, when you call it a boxing movie, what is boxing? Boxing is their job. But when you are taking a movie out of the characters who love boxing, it's not just their job. It's their passion. Their love. They love to
Yes.
fight.
Yes.
Right? They've been fighting all their lives and they want to continue to fight.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is life outside the ring for them is what I'm asking. If we are judging movies, that's what I'm saying. Do we choose that it's a better movie because they're better characters outside the ring, or because they're better at fighting?
I think this question should be answered in the comments below. That's one.
The comments will say
I
everything.
think
But
you can judge in a way of like, see, a person usually is what he is in the ring and what is he outside.
well, I
You
think
are loyal.
Everyone
you are
fight.
practices exactly. Everyone fights.
Yeah, one fight in,
But
one fight outside.
yeah, some people you see that some people are quite aggressive in the ring. As far as some boxing matches, what I've seen.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather,
Yeah.
that
Pac-Man.
trend.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
They are quite aggressive in the ring, and sometimes the character reflects what they are outside in the ring. Some people are very strategic
Yeah.
when they play, and some people show that swift movements.
That's strategy.
Yeah, it's
We're talking about
basically
strategy.
it shows what you have been learning through the practice, the discipline what they showed in the ring also shows what they do in their own lifestyle.
This is very well shown in Million Dollar Baby.
Yes,
when
exactly.
when she's just
Fighting.
working in her daytime job in a diner, right?
In a diner.
You see once she's fully engrossed into the
When she's picking food out
when
of
she's
the
cooking,
dumpster
everything, and
all
when
that.
she's serving people her legs, because the coach says you should
Yeah.
move your legs a bit more, you should be more athletic and faster. So yeah, that's how. Okay, I think once you are engrossed in the sport of boxing, right? You can, after the match is done, the boxer never comes out of the ring. He's always there.
There in the ring.
They're always
Exactly.
there. Like once the game is done, the boxer still remains there because they just become that person.
It's just like their whole life is a boxing ring.
Right, right.
You struggle through your.
And the things
Yeah.
what are happening inside the ring, they keep recollecting what else, and they can improve on that also.
There are many quotes
Yeah.
throughout so
Okay.
many movies of
This-
I seem to have asked a
Yeah.
very, very disturbing question. By the way, all of you are responding to it. So with that, I guess we'll move on.
me too.
And since we are talking about boxing movies, let's talk about boxing movies in India because that's where we are. If you didn't
Indians.
notice.
We're talking about pure boxing, right? Not
Right,
like,
right. Pure
Not love,
boxing.
not
No love.
MMA, not wrestling, not
No.
kushti, not.
No love also.
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the recent movies that have come out for India,
Sala
Indian
Khadus.
boxing movies, is
Sala
Mary
Khadus.
Kom.
Sala Khadus,
Mary Kom.
Mary
Mary
Kom.
Kom.
Yes.
I saw Sala Khadus recently in the theater. Yeah, it was a really good movie, I think, because it's about this main girl who's an actual boxer.
Boxer.
I'm
By
not recall.
profession.
Yeah, by profession, an actual boxer.
And she started acting after.
Yeah,
that
she
movie.
started acting too.
She won awards also.
Yeah, I think she
Actual-
deserves it for what she
Yeah.
has done. For whatever it is, the movie is actually really good and really. Okay, in all these boxing movies,
Yeah.
there is an underdog, there's a person who's training, there's always a mentor who trains them.
Right.
And in this particular movie, the title itself says Sala Khadus, that
Sala
there's
Khadus.
an ass somewhere, and that is your coach.
Every maxer.
Right.
Yeah,
Every
and
maxer everywhere.
one of the greatest actors I say is still there,
Yeah.
R. Madhavan.
Hunk.
Yeah, he's
the actual hunk in
yeah,
that movie.
he's
The dynamic
great.
beard and that hair and all.
Dude, he looks.
The dreamy hero.
Okay. Can we stop discussing
No, no,
about
no.
Madhavan's
No, no,
looks?
no.
No, I'm coming to the acting part of it.
Right.
Yeah,
Even looks matter in that.
Yeah.
I'm doubting you now. But okay, coming to his acting, he was phenomenal. I think he should get more roles like this. He was a pure tough guy role. He got a tough guy role and he nailed it. I think he gave her the power, the what do you call that feeling? Okay, there was a lot of anger in the movie.
Right.
Okay, the girl comes from a very poor background.
Yeah.
Her father is a drunk and her mother just the only what do you call food bringer in the house, and she has a sole food bringer, and she has a sister, and to look after the family. So she believes that if she gets into boxing, makes a name for herself, she can provide for her family, which she does eventually.
Yeah, she does. But she gets deviated a little bit.
She gets a lot of. She's a typical girl actually.
Yeah.
Not to. I'm not stereotyping nahi kar raha hu, so, she's a. So yeah, she gets distracted by easy things. She is hurt by tough comments and all.
Yeah.
But after that, when the phase passes through, like she becomes tough. She's like her main passion becomes boxing to make something, to make her name, to make her family's name proud,
Right.
and that comes from Madhavan's motivation.
She becomes determined.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
So that I think plays beautifully in the movie. That I would like to say. And the title itself, you have to see his acting for understanding why it's called Sala Khadus. So yeah,
Sala.
Khadus. So yeah, he's a
So
grumpy
yeah, the
ass.
next movie we were talking about was Mary Kom.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
Mary
And as you know, Mary Kom is one of the best Indian women boxers who won the
Olympics.
welterweight, I think, welterweight or featherweight medal in the Olympics for
Olympics.
India. And yeah,
I personally, I saw the movie long time ago, and it did not. I don't think as a biopic,
Yeah.
it
Not
grasped all the particular data, come facts plus emotions which a movie should have.
there was a lot of dramatization,
Yes,
I guess.
yes.
What are the aspects which are loophole, which are kind of loophole in this movie?
I think the finale of it, the climax. The
Right.
climax is overly dramatized, I believe. That
Bollywood movies.
Well, like why, always an understatement in Bollywood movies. Huh?
you can't judge every Bollywood movie
Yeah, every
like that, but this
See,
particular
it's
one,
it's just maybe the writers and directors fault, but
They
I
want to
think
I think
As an
a-
icon, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Mary Kom is an icon. She has
and
done a
even
lot.
Priyanka Chopra has done a very good
Yeah,
job
I'm not
in
saying. See, the
portraying
acting
ring.
and the direction
The
is beautiful.
cinematography was very good.
Yeah.
They have shown excellent shots in it. Maybe somewhere, you just find a little bit of.
I feel there's a little bit lack in the proper writing. I think
Maybe, exactly.
proper circle of actual facts.
Duration was fine. Duration was fine.
transactions
Yeah.
or like tell it, the final. I mean, I agree. The finale was
The finale.
basically.
Not that it was a very moment of pride actually that she
But
did.
very dramatic.
Yeah, like last
very
moment,
dramatic.
phone pay and all that.
Yeah, वहाँ पे बच्चा.
Brings everyone out.
Okay, I
of
shouldn't be
the
making fun of this, but
It's okay.
it's just very dramatic, total Bollywood type masala वहाँ पे.
Let us start with what is considered to be the greatest boxing movie of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Raging Bull.
Oh, did we miss that? Okay, yeah, we have to talk about that.
Yeah, Raging Bull.
Martin Scorsese and Robert
Martin
De Niro.
Scorsese, Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
And which is surprising because Raging Bull was not supposed to be directed by Martin Scorsese. He was never
just
supposed to be written. He did not show interest in the beginning. But then, with the enthusiasm of Robert De Niro and the scriptwriter Paul Schrader, they finally made it into a movie with some of the best art direction in the history of movies. Not sports movies, just movies. Okay, and it's about a boxer, a middle-aged boxer who is abusive,
very
sexually
abusive.
jealous, who has several psychological problems, but
Yep.
still,
Quite angry.
yeah.
Very angry.
But all he is good in the ring. So if any of you, even my millennial friends out there, who hasn't watched Raging Bull till now, please go ahead and check it out.
Check it out now.
Which one would you suggest, Feroz?
I would suggest The Boxer.
The Boxer. Yeah. Can you tell me something about it?
Isn't the box about those two actors coming together? It was like I'm not sure, very sure.
Yeah, I'm
about
not
it.
sure.
For those who do not know, it was one of the earlier movies of Daniel Day-Lewis. I
Yeah,
think.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
It was back in the day when we
Yeah.
were not aware of that. Also.
It was about an Irish boxer who, during the time when the IRA was in Ireland, and it was a big problem in that country. But he was a very good boxer, and it also includes some stellar performances by
Actors.
Daniel Day-Lewis, who is always amazing.
He's always
So,
great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next, I guess I have one more. The Fighter. What is it with all these like the
Fighter,
boxer,
the
fighter.
boxer.
But yeah, the Fighter, which is
Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg.
which
Yeah.
reminds me of Apne, by the way. If you think about it.
If you're looking at the brother family effect, even Warriors does the same.
Warrior does the
But
same thing.
Warrior is not a boxing
not,
movie.
Yeah.
It's an MMA.
Okay, we are gone extremely
We are
into the. Okay, we are.
deviating from our boxing genre.
Yeah. Okay.
But boxing movie, I would say The Fighter is very good. It won several Oscar nominations
Yes,
for
it did.
the portrayal of
Dickie and Mickey.
Dickie and Mickey.
Dickie
played by
played a Christian Bale.
Christian
He was
Bale.
supporting actor. Okay,
Yeah.
that deserves something now.
I mean, is that man a man? Like, how long?
He
How
just
much can
sacrifices a lot of
he just
things,
loses weight, gains weight, loses
Machine
weight,
for that
gains
matter,
weight?
he just
Yeah,
loses it.
yeah.
yeah.
He
Christian
is
Bale.
very committed to his work and his art form.
The
so.
thing which is surprising about The Fighter for me is though it's not. It's about the family dynamic. It's about one person reaching the best part of their life.
What
Mark
Apne should have
Wahlberg.
been.
Yeah, it's about Mark Wahlberg becoming something great, whereas his brother is hitting rock bottom.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
He's
a
into drugs
parallel
and all.
effect. Yeah. So yeah, please check out
Check out The Fighter.
Too. Yeah.
2008?
2008, I think.
2008. Yeah.
Any other ideas, guys?
Guys, I have a doubt
Yeah.
/ question
Yeah.
to all of you.
Yeah.
Is there any movie in which the main protagonist of the movie or the main lead has lost the main fight?
Rocky.
Rocky.
Apart from the Rocky thing, which we didn't talk.
Okay.
It doesn't have a happy ending, which consists of a sad ending or in like just
I would like to answer that in a way that okay, there's a character shown to us, and we are shown like for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, their particular struggle and journey to become the best. We see continuously, we look at the screen for them to become something. I believe that whatever the struggle they go through, no matter how well, how it's performed, how it's shown in the movie, I think we see them winning because I think they deserve to. Because I think if they show a proper struggle,
Yeah.
okay, let's take it in the Rocky series. The first one, we see a struggle, we see an effort, we see him training, but he still fails. Okay, which he proves in the next
tells
movie.
about how
In the
he
next
comes
movie, he
up.
overcomes that,
Yeah.
and then he does become the best. It takes time. I think by time, okay, not every movie can show in detail
because
everything.
Rocky has many parts and
It has seven parts. Okay, so कुछ तो नया
we need
चाहिए.
to watch it in one day.
Yeah, we need a marathon of
Yeah.
Rocky. So
All right, guys. I think we've had a very fun discussion.
had
a
I think at
boxing
this
time.
point.
And when you talking about boxing would be so much fun.
Yeah, I
actually.
know. So I think
Power of movies.
thank you for watching Frame 19 Films. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Comment.
We will put
Yeah.
out any honorable mentions down below in the description. So make sure.
Comment,
Yeah. And tell us any boxing
Do
movie which you
recommend
love.
us.
Do tell us. We will definitely watch it. Tell us movies you check out. And do check out these movies which we did mention just now. So yeah.
So yeah, please go ahead and check out the description below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and keep commenting. This is Frame 19 now.
My dog's name is Rocky.
Whoa.